Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight for KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where we give you more news in less time. I'm Cody Proctor. Well, we could be in for a rather rough weekend thanks to some excessively hot temperatures. Meteorologist Michelle Boss is starting us off tonight to get us ready for potentially, as we head into next week, even triple digits.
Yeah, that's the thing. We got to get through this weekend, but then once we get through this weekend, we got to get through next week, and it's going to get even hotter. Temperatures right now pretty toasty in Spokane, holding on to the heat at 82 degrees. I guess if you want to cool off, head north into Deer Park, much cooler, comfortable 62 at 64 in Sandpoint, still in the 80s across much of central Washington. It's 85 in Lewiston, down to 72 in Pullman. Excessive heat is expected not only through this weekend, but pretty much all of next week. So we have heat advisories and orange excessive heat warnings in that hot pink color. Temperatures between the 90s to low 100s for pretty much everybody all week long. And of course, when it's this hot and dry, we're expecting clear skies, maybe even some hazy conditions out there over the next 7 days. Short-term forecast looks like this: clear skies tonight, lows down to the 60s. Highs will be warming up to the lower 90s again tomorrow, mid 90s for Sunday. And as I mentioned, we are on our way to triple-digit heat for next week.
Michelle, thank you so much. Well, tonight we're tracking several wildfires burning across Washington state. First in Wenatchee, a teenager's in custody in connection with a fire that's burned about 250 acres. Right now, the fire's 30% contained. That fire started around 3 o'clock this morning, threatening homes and structures. At one point this morning, level 3 evacuation orders were in place. By noon, those dropped, and now evacuation level 1s are in place. What exactly sparked the fire still under investigation, but the Washington State Department of Natural Resources says it's human caused.
Everyone in this area knows how hot and dry it is, and being foolish like that is not just messing with, like messing around or whatever. These are people's homes, their livestock, their lives, and it just takes a couple minutes for a fire to rip through it.
Meanwhile, still at this hour, the Idaho Department of Lands and other agencies continue to battle a brush fire burning near the Idaho-Washington border. This is south of Lewiston. The Billy Creek fire has grown to more than 3,000 acres. There are no evacuations right now, and at this hour, no structures are threatened. Now, with wildfires in mind, here's what to know about Vista's plan to try to prevent or at least lower the risk of a fire starting. When we get dry and windy weather, both major ingredients for wildfires, Vista plans to initiate its public safety power shutoffs. What that means is they'll turn off the power and keep it off for as long as there's a wildfire threat. According to Vista, the reason they're planning to turn off power during these particularly hot and windy conditions is because the risk that trees, branches, or debris can come in contact with their power lines or other electrical equipment, potentially sparking a fire. Officials say they'll only do that as a last resort and would give customers a couple of days' notice. Officials stated at a press conference back in May that everyone has to do their part to prevent fires.
We all pay for the price of not doing our part to help mitigate and manage wildland fires. Tough decisions are never easy.
Now, if a power shutoff does happen, Vista says they'll also operate community resource centers to provide support to people. Those centers will be located near the impacted area and will provide water, snacks, the ability to charge devices, as well as information regarding the outage. Vista is also recommending that people, in the case of those outages, have an emergency kit prepared as well. Now, with the incoming heat wave, the city of Spokane is giving people several ways to cool off. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy spoke with people out at Riverfront Park today to find out how they're beating the heat.
It's an event encouraging people to go outside.
I've come like 4 or 5 times already, and different years. Different games.
Jennifer Columbus works the Riverfront Park Summer Carnival as a game concessioner.
I travel with different carnivals and stuff. Like I started out in tickets, and then I went to games later.
But she says while she enjoys her work, the weather is always a factor, so she comes prepared.
I buy too many drinks because it'll turn to soup if you don't drink it fast enough.
In fact, the city of Spokane is advising residents of different resources to try and beat the heat. The city reports splash pads are operational daily from 9 to 8 p.m. The city's pools will have free swimming on Monday through Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. And there are cooling centers set up all around Spokane for anybody needing the resource if suffering from heat exhaustion.
Make sure that you don't forget your water.
Columbus has to spend a lot of time outside, knowing tricks like the rides give a good breeze and to protect your skin.
That and then your sunblock, because it does make you feel better for real. Without it, you feel the burn, you know what I mean?
And what to look out for to prevent dehydration.
Yeah. Not being able to swallow, yes, absolutely.
She encourages anyone able to come out to the carnival this weekend, just as long as you're prepared.
People do love it over here. They have a good time. This is where the magic happens. Fist bump, fist bump.
In Spokane, Connor McAvoy.
All right.
KREM 2 News.
Try, you guys.
And other top stories tonight, a heads up for drivers. North Monroe Street's closed this Monday for paving. According to the city of Spokane, it will be completely closed all day between Kiernan and Francis Avenue. Crews expected to fully reopen by Tuesday. For a full list of detours, go to our website, KREM.com. Turning now to Night Beat for a quick look at the day's top stories tonight. The impacts of 4th of July celebrations still being felt tonight in North Idaho. Fire crews say fireworks started a house fire in Hayden. No one was home at the time of the fire. When crews arrived, they found neighbors trying to put out the flames with garden hoses. Fire crews say that it was an illegal aerial firework that was launched at the front of the house. There were no reports of injuries. The Northern Lakes Fire Department says that this wasn't their only fireworks-related fire overnight.
Every call we responded to that was fire in nature yesterday was a result of improper use of fireworks that were not legal.
Right now, Cooney County Sheriff's Office is working to determine if there will be criminal charges in this case. Staying in North Idaho, an overnight fire destroyed the Army surplus store in Sandpoint. Crews responded to that fire around 10:15 last night. The store's owner told KREM 2 a firework started that fire, and the store is now a total loss. You can see the devastation left behind. An investigation is now underway. And tonight, Spokane County Fire District 9 released this video of a dramatic rescue from earlier this week. You can see this right here on your screen. The moments as first responders pulled a driver from a burning vehicle. It's happening right there. Not much else is known at this hour, including the condition of the victim, but the fire department says they were proud to collaborate with the Spokane County Sheriff's Office on a swift rescue. That was your Night Beat. To learn more about any of these stories, just head to our website, KREM.com. I'll take a look at some of the other stories that are happening around the globe right now. In Italy, another popular tourist spot's on alert after a volcano spewed a cloud of ash more than a mile into the air. This is the Sicilian tourist island of Stromboli. Lava started flowing from the volcano yesterday. You can see it now flowing into the Mediterranean Sea. The island's mayor put a stop to daily travelers to avoid a tourist overflow. And you can hear right there the winds howling as Hurricane Beryl's charting a course towards Mexico tonight. Already, it's claimed the lives of 11 people so far. The now Category 2 hurricane brought 110-mile-per-hour winds to tourist areas like Tulum, Mexico. Further up the coast, residents making last-minute preparations, filling up sandbags and moving boats away from docks. Officials also warning tonight this is just the start of hurricane season.
It must be noted that we are only at the beginning of the hurricane season. We still have a staggering 5 months to go.
With cleanup now underway, Beryl now heads towards north, towards Texas and the United States. It's soccer time in Spokane. Our team, the Velocity FC, is hosting Chattanooga Red Wolves SC tomorrow night, and you can watch the match on KSKN 22, The Spot. Now, this is one of several Velocity games this season that we're excited to bring to you live on TV. The matchup starts at 6 tomorrow night. And before the match, be sure to tune in to our streaming platform, KREM 2+. There you can watch our Velocity FC special highlighting our city's 2 new professional soccer clubs, along with explainers on the sport for those who are new to it. KREM 2+ is free to download on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. And that was your KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where you get more news in less time.